I'm Donnie Dunn. Let's go. Hey guys, Donnie Dunn here. So in this video we're going to talk about how to install the snap fasteners. So we have the part at this end, and then we have the part at this end. Once installed properly, they snap right into place. Open up. This is probably the most difficult step in making your own leather strap, and it's very easy. Obviously, if you want to go ahead and do the tooling and all the intricate details there, then it gets a little more complicated, but snap fasteners are really the toughest part about this, so let's get right to it. Okay guys, welcome back. We're ready. So there's going to be a few things that you're going to need before you proceed. You're going to need your snap fastener kit, the whole assembly. It's 4 pieces, okay? This forms the part that you snap the belt into on one end. These 2 pieces right here. Just go like so. And then you recognize these. This is what goes on top and snaps into place on the bottom part of the fastener. These 2 pieces right here. I get all my supplies from Tandy Leather Factory. You can probably get these on Amazon. I'll do some research before I post this video and put a link in the description to where you can find all these things. Next thing you're going to need is a tap and die set, which is right here. You can pick this up, and hopefully this gets picked up on the camera. See how it's got that little nipple on the end there? That's because when you're setting this up, right, you're going to set your tap there. Well, obviously this is going to be on the bottom part of it. But when you set this up, and this is through, this little nipple actually goes into this right here. So when you go to connect these, hammer them down, this tap and die, this tap will flatten this end and secure it into place. You'll see it all come together in a second. Another thing you're going to need is a punch set. See these? See this hole? This is what's going to make clean holes for when you're making your holes to line up the plates or your holes to line up the fasteners. Makes nice clean cuts, and you can really the kit comes in different sizes, so when you attach these, and if you're not sure how it works, just screws in like so. Okay, boom, there you go. And depending upon the size of your fasteners, you're going to want to really make it snug. So if it barely fits into the end here, which this does, you'll know it's going to be a nice and snug fit. If it's too loose or this end does not go around the outside of this end, then you know you have to adjust. But there's multiple sizes for the tips that you can use for that. Now that we've got all our pieces in place, we're just going to make some holes. I'd recommend using an approved workbench because doing this on a counter is not ideal. But this counter's worse for wear, so I don't really care. So let's start with our holes. Now, sorry about the noise. See, that's popped out. Nice clean hole number 1. We'll go to the other side. And I would recommend when you go to get your leather, get spare pieces so you can practice on this, because you don't want to screw up a piece of leather that you already carved out. Have to make sure that you've tapped it all. Apologize for the noise. There you go. So there's our 2 holes, nice and clean. Next step is to set up the fasteners. So for the end that you're going to be attaching the top to, you throw this piece into the bottom and this piece on top, like so. Set it up on your anvil. Get your tap ready and hit it. You're going to want to be firm because you don't want these to be loose, and you kind of only have one shot to really get it right. Not necessarily one shot, I mean you could fine tune it, but you really want to hammer it home the first couple of times. So when you're hammering away, you can kind of feel the resistance stop. See, I stopped a little short. You can see how it's a little loose there. So let's see if we can adjust it a little bit. Get a little tighter there. That's fine. A little play is okay, but really you want to smash it. This first one I did was a better job. So if you get the idea, that's not going anywhere. Next part is this piece. So this goes on the bottom, and this right here. Again, set up our anvil so that it's underneath, and we pound away. I'm going to see if I can mute the banging in the finished version of this video, just so it doesn't shatter your eardrums. That one was a nice tight fit. That's not going anywhere. So as you can see, this will snap into place. Look at that. Open it up. Boom. There you go. Simple as that, folks. That's how you're going to install your snap fasteners. In the next tutorial video, we can go over setting up an actual larger piece of leather. That's going to take a little while for me to get to because I don't have any spare leather parts on me right now. But really, if you know how to do this and you can do this well, the rest is simple. You can mess around with tooling and all that other stuff. But really, I found this was the toughest part to learn, and as you can see, it's not tough, it's easy. The measurements you have to nail because you don't want these coming off crooked. I mean, you don't want your belt looking like this. But when you go to your leather store and get the supplies that you're going to need, make sure that you get spare bits of leather so you can practice on them and get comfortable in doing this, because you don't want to screw it up once you've got a finely cut piece of leather that you want to work with. Anyway, that's the quick tutorial for today. Catch you guys later.